Greetings, Acolytes of the Force, and welcome back to our archives. We've been expecting you. Star Wars Celebration was today, and unfortunately, only those in attendance got to see the trailer for the Acolyte. However, with that said, thanks to various leaks and descriptions on the trailer, we've put together a breakdown that we believe accurately represents exactly what is shown, as we will also be breaking down new information about the Acolyte that was revealed at Celebration this year. So my friends and fellow students of the Force, come with us as we open up yet another holocron and break down the leaked trailer description of the Acolyte. The Acolyte first off was revealed to be told almost entirely from the villain's perspective. The Acolyte takes place during the High Republic era where the Jedi reign supreme and the Sith are believed to have been extinct. The title of the Acolyte, however, may be deceiving, as this does not necessarily mean we will be following a Sith initially, simply perhaps a dark side initiate. There have been leaks surrounding the Acolyte, which actually lay claim to the last line in the trailer, with it being, "This isn't about good or bad, it's about who's allowed to use it." This could be speaking to the Jedi selection process. There were leaks some time ago that a Jedi would be venturing to a world where they would find two Force-sensitive siblings, but in the end, only selecting one to be given the true gifts of the Force and to be trained and taught as a Jedi, abandoning the other one to a darker path. We believe this will be an integral plot in the story, and the idea that not all those who can touch the Force are brought into the Jedi Order and brought into the fold, with some of them outright being abandoned by the Order, causing resentment and stirring the dark side within them. But let's go back a bit. The trailer begins as such. A Jedi Master, played by Lee Jung-jae, is with a group of younglings, as he states, "Close your eyes can deceive you, you must not trust them." Following this, we see a very busy and yet a run-down village as we follow a hooded figure who walks down a street. The Jedi Master in the background then says, "The Force is powerful. It's a power we must respect." Inside the bar, a Jedi is sitting there, played by Carrie-Anne Moss, and then the assassin approaches. The assassin, who is hooded and face is covered, wields two blades, as Carrie-Anne Moss's Jedi and this hooded figure engage in combat, the Jedi Master using the Force to push the assassin away. It is unknown what Amanda Stenberg's character wants with this Jedi Master. However, it is telling that she goes in to assassinate her immediately. What's interesting about this trailer is the main character of the Acolyte, played by Daphne Keane, is only seen very briefly in this trailer, presumably in the Jedi Temple. However, it has not been confirmed if this is in fact her character or another youngling. If Daphne Keane is in fact one of these younglings being taught by the Jedi Master though, it's interesting that the Acolyte's story begins as a Jedi and within the Jedi Temple. The trailer continues on in the temple as a group of younger Jedi move through tight spaces, and who is presumed to be Daphne Keane is spotted again. Next is a shot of Daphne Keane and Charlie Barnett together. Charlie Barnett is apparently also playing a Jedi Master, though it's unclear if he is the direct master of our Acolyte. It is also revealed that this Jedi wields a yellow lightsaber, as well as sports golden robes. What's significant about this is very telling of the time period that we are in the terms of the Acolyte. The Acolyte is a High Republic series. The Jedi of this time are more succeeded from the Republic and are true knights, almost akin to royalty, rather than protectors and police officers that we see them represented as in the Clone Wars. They are not as strict, and this strict dogma is not reflected in their lightsabers, and the colors being limited to blue and green. More free-thinking philosophy is widely accepted among the Jedi of this era, and therefore, more lightsaber colors reveal themselves, as Force wielders with different opinions, views, and stances on the Force reflect in the very colors of their blades. In the High Republic era, expect to see many different colorations of lightsabers, all the way from purple, orange, and of course, this iconic yellow. But that does not mean all is well, as within the shadows, the Sith are still in hiding, and the rule of two is in full effect. The rest of the trailer takes place as a montage, where we see gritty action sequences, as well as someone scaling up the side of the Jedi Temple on presumably Coruscant. This is followed by a moment where the Jedi Master, again played by Lee Jung-jae, scales up a mountain in the snow. And finally, 8 Jedi in the woods all ignite their lightsabers one by one at an unknown threat. And at this time, unfortunately, I was unable to identify the colorations of each of the lightsabers wielded by these 8 mysterious High Republic Jedi, with this last shot bringing the teaser trailer to a close. So, what else do we know about the Acolyte in this era? Apparently, it was pitched as Kill Bill meets Frozen. The story is going to be told from the villain's perspective when the villains are at their weakest. In Star Wars Legends during this time period, it is not out of the realm of possibility that an individual such as Darth Plagueis could be alive, although he would be very young. The Acolyte does not necessarily denote someone as a Dark Lord of the Sith. However, I would be surprised if the Sith aren't at play at some extent in the Acolyte series. In terms of the biggest reveals for this trailer, it appears as if the Acolyte and the main character in Daphne Keen originates as a Jedi, which is not something new, as many prominent and extremely powerful Sith Lords have originated from the Jedi Order. Look no farther than Anakin Skywalker and Count Dooku. What is interesting though, in the era of the High Republic that this is set in, which is presumably the ending of the High Republic era, and moving more into what is referred to as the Republic Classic era. This will mean that although the Jedi are not as dogmatic and strict as they will be in the Clone Wars era, they are still going to be highly flawed, with the Acolyte going a long way to show that the Jedi are not in fact perfect beings that wear these golden majestic robes, that they are capable of making mistakes, and that sometimes these mistakes come back in the forms of individuals that want to destroy and break down their order, individuals that have been left behind. By the end of the series, what we could see is the beginning of the end for the Jedi Order, as make no mistake, the Jedi very much played into the toppling of their own order, not just the rule of two. With that said, there are things moving in the shadows in this series, with various creatives stating that we have never seen anything like this in Star Wars ever before, and that the Acolyte will be breaking new ground in a brand new era of Star Wars. But anyway, my friends, and fellow Acolytes of the Force, what are your thoughts on this breakdown for the Acolyte teaser trailer? What are your thoughts on the Jedi traditions and leaving younglings behind who do not show Force sensitivity? Do you believe that this will be playing a major role in the series? And, in the end, what do you hope to see fleshed out in the High Republic era? As always, my friends, thank you so much for watching the channel. It means the absolute world to me. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.